just for him to watch. Danielle knew exactly what she was doing. There wasn't a single outfit chosen by accident, not a single photo posted on a whim. Every deep-cut top featured in her stories, every carefully timed laugh in dim lighting, every caption dripping with double meaning. All of it had one very specific target: Chris, her ex, the man who made her cry in silence for countless nights, who disappeared without explanation, as if she were disposable, who moved on with another woman in record time, as if a whole year together meant nothing. Danielle had suffered, yes, a lot. But on the day she deleted the last photo of them, she made herself a promise. The next tear I shed will be from pleasure, and he's going to see every single one. It was with that vow on her lips that she met Logan. It was a sticky Friday night at a party she didn't even want to attend, wrapped in a red dress that clung to her like desire itself. She had shown up to fake a smile and sip something cold, but fate, or maybe karma, placed Logan right in her path. Tall, dark, with the kind of smile that says, "I know exactly what to do with you." And he did. She could feel it in the way he looked at her, direct, unbothered, in the firm grip of his handshake, in the way he pulled her close and kissed her like he'd been waiting a lifetime. That night, they left together. And that was the beginning of everything. The sex with Logan was intense, raw, unapologetic. He made her forget the world, and for a few blissful hours, even Chris. By the third night, with her body pinned beneath his and her lips swollen from kisses, Logan whispered against her ear, his voice low and hoarse, "You ever thought about filming us?" Danielle paused for just a second. Then she laughed, thinking it was a joke. But his eyes were dead serious, and something about that suggestion lit a fire inside her. It wasn't just his kink that intrigued her. It was the idea of capturing her own liberation, of watching herself in power, of provoking. "You want to record the best sex of my life," she purred between kisses. "Fine, but there's a catch." Logan raised an eyebrow. "What's that?" She bit her lip and leaned in close. "There's only one viewer I care about." He smirked. "Now I'm even more interested." That night, her bedroom turned into a private studio. Warm lighting, flickering candles, soft linen sheets, the camera set on a tripod, perfectly angled to catch every curve, every breath. Danielle stepped into the frame wearing sheer black lace, a garter belt hugging her thighs, and blood-red lipstick that made her mouth look lethal. Her eyes smoked with defiance. She didn't want Chris to remember her. She wanted him to regret losing her. She stretched out on the bed with a glass of wine, legs crossed deliberately slow, and looked straight into the lens with a devilish grin. "Ready?" Logan asked behind her, voice a thunderclap in the quiet. She nodded without looking back, chin raised, like a queen expecting to be worshipped. Logan entered the frame wearing nothing but a half-unbuttoned shirt, exposing a sculpted chest and inked skin, jeans hanging low on his hips. He didn't touch her right away. He just watched her, as if discovering something sacred, and that was more intoxicating than any touch. When his fingers finally met her skin, it was electric. They slid up her thighs, traced her bare spine. Danielle arched under him, moaning just loud enough for the microphone to catch. Every gasp, every change in breath, recorded. Logan sat on the chair, pulled her into his lap, and guided her onto him with slow, deliberate rhythm. His hands firm at her waist, hers gripping his shoulders as she rode him, eyes never leaving the lens. At one point she leaned forward, licked her lips and whispered to the camera, "Did you miss this?" Somewhere across town, Danielle knew. Chris was watching, or would be, soon enough. They changed positions, explored the bed, the floor, the chair. At one point she knelt between Logan's legs, tongue teasing, eyes burning into the camera. Later he bent her over, gripping her hips, giving her everything with no filters, no pauses. The camera caught it all, skin slapping skin, gasps, hair pulled, backs arched. "He's going to hate himself for letting you go," Logan murmured against her throat. "He already does," she moaned, pressing back into him, "and he hasn't even seen the best part." When it ended, their bodies were tangled on the bed, soaked in sweat and breathless. Danielle reached for her phone, looked directly at the camera and said, "This is just the beginning." That night, she created a new account. Fake name. Private upload. Just one sentence in the caption. "You know this is for you." 30 minutes later, a friend of Chris sent her a screenshot. The video had been forwarded to him. Danielle replied with a wine glass emoji and a like on the image. She didn't need to say anything else. The following week, they filmed again. This time in a luxury hotel suite with a panoramic view and a massive mirror behind the bed. Danielle rode Logan facing the mirror so the reflection would show everything. Her face twisted in pleasure, the bounce of her breasts, the way Logan moaned her name like a prayer. "You want him to see this one too?" Logan asked, breathless. "I want it playing on a loop inside his head." It was more than revenge. It was delicious freedom, victory wrapped in satin sheets and moans. And with every new video, Danielle's power grew. Not because Chris was watching, but because she knew she'd never again beg for love or attention. She was the show. She was the star. And now, the ones watching were left with the ache. In the fourth video, after a shattering orgasm captured in perfect close-up, Danielle looked straight into the camera. Some things once lost never come back. Then she turned to Logan, smiled and whispered, "Delete everything I used to be. That woman's gone. The new Danielle? Unforgettable."